Got another knife review for you today, and we're now back in the world of budget knives. I think there's a lot of really good knives out there that, comparatively speaking, are bargains, and this is one of them. It's a knife that doesn't seem to get much of a mention anywhere. Nobody seems to review it, nobody seems interested in it, but I think it's really, really good. So I'm going to do a brief review and you can see what you think. Hopefully I'll be able to persuade you that this one's a little cracker. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the Victorinox Solo, but before we do, obviously the eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed that. So just two things briefly to say about that. First one is it was done with a very small blade on the Victorinox secretary. As you can see from the gunk, I was cutting a box up and that's all the glue. And the second thing to say is don't let anybody distract you, even if you're only cutting a box up. It's easily done and it's right across the end of my finger. So it's going to be a bit of a pain till it heals up. It don't hurt, but the inconvenience is really going to get on my nerves. So, to business. Victorinox Solo, this one. For comparison, I've got the Victorinox Spartan, and the reason why is partly for a size comparison, but partly because I think the Solo can fit a niche where the Spartan and similar pocket knives aren't quite right. So the first thing we notice, it comes in a vinyl slipcase, not very robust but quite nice. Second thing we notice, rather than the shiny plastic handle scales, these have a matte nylon scale. Gives you very good grip, and the little bobbly finish there is quite aggressive. Easily get a good grip if your hands are cold or wet. The Victorinox logo there, moulded in rather than inlaid. And as you can see, we have a single blade slip joint, noticeably bigger than the Spartan. Run through the specs quickly. The open length is 190mm, which is 7.5 inches. Closed it's 118, which is 4 1/4. The blade is 83mm, which is 3 1/4. Although the cutting edge at 73mm is just under the magic 3. It's 2 7/8. And compared to the Spartan, the blade is a bit thicker. I don't know if the camera can pick up, but there is a taper all the way to the tip, but at the thickest point near the handle it's 2mm, so it's quite a robust blade compared with the Spartan. Same steel, the Victorinox proprietary stainless. Weighs 51 grams, so that's 1.8 ounces. So that's actually a shade lighter than the Spartan, which is 59 grams, or just over, tiny bit over 2 ounces. But the thing for me with this is that if you were out hiking for the day, or even if you're going out camping, and if you used something similar to the Spartan as your ordinary everyday pocket knife, you may want something a little bit more robust, either for preparing your fire sticks if you're having a campfire, or if it's just cutting up some fruit for your dinner. Because the Spartan has multiple blades, different functions, lots of nooks and crannies, it's probably not going to be ideal for keeping it food clean. Whereas with the Solo, we've got one blade, simple construction. It is going to be a lot easier to keep food clean if you're going to be slicing up your apples or whatnot with it. The fit and finish is okay. The fit is spotless. The finish, the two metal liners are a bit rough around the edge, I must admit. But then this is only, I mean, I paid £12 for this. I think they may be about 14 now. So it's not an expensive knife. You've got a nice landed hole there. Probably just about get paracord through that. Might need to gut it out. But as I say, the main thing for me with this is it's a bit more robust than this sort of pocket knife, and it's a bit bigger all round, so you get a good full hand 4-finger grip. You've got the nice textured scales. You can be quite confident when you're gripping this, and because it's bigger, the blade's heavier, the back spring's heavier as well. Now, I don't know if you can hear that, and you should certainly be able to see there's a good amount of resistance in that spring, a good snap back. And similarly, when you open it, there's a very positive click into place. And I think for casual use, there's plenty of resistance in that. There shouldn't be any reason why the fact that it's a slip joint would cause you any concern or any problems. Quick look at the factory edge. We're expecting good things from Victorinox, as you can see. There doesn't seem to be any dull spots at all. And because it is a bit heavier, you feel a bit more confident with heavier cutting tasks. So a bit of cardboard. Don't know if that's in shot, I'll just move that. There we go, we've got a double layer there, I'll just get rid of that. But as you can see, it does go through that without any difficulty at all. Just do a last couple. I wasn't sure if much of that was in shot, but there you go. That's another one I'll need to clean up. So yeah, it's a fairly basic review because it's a basic knife. I think it's an extremely good tool, and I think it definitely has a place in your day sack if you're out and about in the woods, if you're collecting rowan berries for wine making, or sloes for gin, or hazelnuts for roasting. You might want something a little bit bigger than your ordinary everyday pocket knife, and I think this is exactly the one you need. So I think if you were to invest in the Victorinox Solo, that would be £14 very well spent. So thanks for watching, I hope you found that interesting, and we'll see you next time.